Amazing story. So where did the story come from?
Well, I grew up in Jamaica, and Anansi stories are like one of our folk tales. He's that classic trickster, he's smaller and weaker, but he has to outsmart the bigger animals. So he's a huge cultural icon. I've always wanted to make like a film about him.
Nice, nice. And the voice performances were amazing. Like who did those?
Oh, well, I actually did one of them. I was Tiger. I pitched myself down a little bit more. But I got my friend, high school friend, Daniel Jennings is the voice of Anansi, and he just knocked it out of the park. It helped that I'd known him so long, so like I could get him to laugh and then record that and get a really natural performance. I'm really glad, too, because we did it all over Zoom, so I'm glad it could, show up.
Amazing. So with a story like this, how did you think about conceptualizing the visual style and the color palette and the character design?
Oh, well, a lot of influence from children's books, like Very Hungry Caterpillar, Eric Carle. I took a lot of inspiration from him. Maurice Sendak, Where the Wild Things Are. The aesthetic was also influenced by African sculptures and masks. That's why Nancy's face looks like that. That's why Tiger has like a kind of humanish face, because he's inspired by leopard statues from West Africa.
Nice, nice. Okay, questions for the audience?
So what art form would you say this is in terms of how you actually created it?
Oh, well, I drew every frame on paper. And I actually did as little, for the scenes in the jungle, I didn't composite at all. Like, I literally wanted the background to move with every drawing, so I had to draw it every single time. So I drew that all on graphite, then I scanned it, and I colored it digitally in Photoshop to get the colors the way I wanted. I also experimented a bit with blending modes to like transform the graphite into like almost like pencil crayon or chalk sometimes.
Anyone else? Yes.
Have you shown this back in Jamaica yet?
No. I've got some offers, but I really want to do like a special screening myself,
Is this story of Anansi tricking Tiger out of the story original to you?
No, it's one of the story's changed a lot because Anansi has roots in Africa. And in the original African version, it's Anansi tricking like the sky god or something. And the story's a bit different, but when it came over to the Caribbean, instead of the sky god, it was like Tiger. And that's the version I grew up with. The stuff I added was more like a bit of character. Like in the original tale, Tiger doesn't like threaten to eat Anansi. It's just like a bet, but I thought like that would add more of a little danger spice to it,
Stakes.
Stakes, yeah.
Anyone else? Great. So what other projects do you have coming up?
Oh, I actually just finished another film. So one night, I spent a night on a boat, and when you're in the boat at night, the horizon line disappears, and it feels like you're just surrounded by black. And it made me kind of imagine the ocean and space is like one thing. And it made me want to make a film where ocean imagery and space imagery are just like shifting into each other, like stars swimming like fish and planets floating like bubbles. So I just finished that film, and it's kind of like a Fantasia type film. But it won't be released for a while. I'm gonna be doing some tweaks, but it was good enough for me to graduate because it's my thesis.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming up and sharing this with us.
Thank you.